Last time We Might Know Sports.
Game 1, Thursday, June 1st. So they don't even start the playoffs until next month.
But it should be. Nice long break. Both teams fully rested.
Are they going to be rested, though? Is there going to be any injury issues that we're going to be concerned about affecting this series?
There shouldn't be. I think everyone's pretty much at full strength.
I feel like, yeah, because I mean Durant, he's fully healed now, right?
Yep, Durant's fully healed. Curry hasn't had any ankle issues, so I think everyone's ready to go. The only injury would be Golden State's head coach, but obviously that hasn't mattered.
Right. Obviously. Nobody on the Cavs was hurt?
Nobody of importance. Richard Jefferson is, I believe, but they haven't seemed to need him much.
I remember last year he came up big for him.
He did last year. I think this year is going to be a little different.
How different?
Like, Cleveland may not win a game different.
Really? Just you think Durant makes that big of a difference?
I feel like when they need that, felt like last year when they really needed a go-to guy, Curry, they were just being real physical with, and he couldn't get separation, and that hurt their team. Now they got a 6'10" guy who can make his own shot, way more difficult to guard, in my opinion. So I just think when there's a go-to shot, when they really need someone, they have that this year. I think that's going to be a big problem. Because LeBron is not going to defend him all game, I don't think, and be an offensive stud. If he has to do both things, Cleveland will be in trouble. Because Durant doesn't have to guard LeBron. Draymond Green will be draped all over him.
Well, here's the thing, though, is that so you're saying that LeBron won't be able to defend and be the go-to offensive guy?
Yeah, I think that'll be too much energy. That would be where I would think fatigue will come into play if he has to do both.
What happened whenever LeBron went down last series, or are you just saying that's just because that's Boston? But Kyrie stepped up. Kevin Love stepped up.
Yeah, they did. And you know how I felt. We talked about the top 5 in the playoffs. I think Kyrie is a top 5 player. But I don't know. I just think Golden State's actually playing good defense right now. That could be a problem. They're underrated defense right now because Steph Curry doesn't get a lot of credit. But even if you don't give him credit, Klay Thompson is a very good defender. Iguodala is a good defender off the bench. Sean Livingston's a good defender.
I think they're definitely clicking on all cylinders right now.
They have only lost one game in 128 days.
Yeah. Not bad.
No, not bad.
Happens a lot.
So Cleveland's the underdog, correct?
Yeah, big time in Vegas.
Yeah, somebody made a comment about that. I can't remember who it was, but they didn't.
It opened at 9-1 or something crazy.
Which I think a lot of people might not agree with that just because that they're the defending champs, but obviously Golden State upped the game there a little bit, bringing in Kevin Durant, and they seem to be playing even better. So
was that a 1-year contract or 2?
1 year, right?
1 year with an option, right?
I think, yeah.
So does Durant come back?
I think so. I think especially if they win, he comes back. I think he wants multiples.
No, but Kevin's saying, does he go back? Does he go back to us? Not come back to Golden State. Go back to OKC.
Oh, go back to OKC? No, I don't think so. I think he's gonna be with Golden State for the rest of his career.
I think he'll do a LeBron. Try to.
No, because it's not his home. It's different. It's not like he grew up there. If he went to Washington or was drafted by the Wizards and then left, maybe there'd be a chance for him to come back. But I thought he should have gone. We've talked off the podcast. I thought he should have gone to the Wizards in the first place, but
If he'd gone to the Wizards, they would have been.
Cleveland would have been in a little more trouble. There would have been more of a difficult road to get there.
Definitely agreed. Is there anything else you guys want to talk about that series, or did you want to just throw out your predictions and why? I know Steffan has his famous reasons why.
I don't do that. I use actual knowledge for this.
Okay.
All right.
I'll start. I'll say I'm going with Golden State in 5. I'm going to give one game to Cleveland because they have the best player in the world on their team, and that's about it.
It's really tough to bet against LeBron. That's why when one of my friends tried betting me with the Celtics, the first 2 series I won. Then he tried betting me against the Cavs, and I was like, absolutely not. I don't bet against LeBron. But
Having said that,
Golden State is often ridiculous this year. I'm gonna go with what I hope to see. I'd like to see 6 or 7 games. I'll say Golden State in 7.
Ooh.
so are you predicting like a classic finals, one that people talk about for a while?
I hope so. That's what I'm predicting. Yeah.
I already had mine written down before Steffan announced his. I did Golden State in 6 just because I feel like the Cavs will win 1 or 2, but I don't see them taking the series.
Yeah. I kind of agree. I think it's going to be hard to take 4 games off this Golden State team.
Mm-hmm.
If they do, how does LeBron's legacy increase? Does he become a top 5 all time if he isn't already?
Well, he's not above Michael Jordan, that's for sure, in my books.
Is he on your Mount Rushmore? Is he your top 4?
Are we talking about overall body of work, or are we talking about?
Yeah, overall body of work. So, I mean, like you could say Bill Russell with 11 championships belongs on your Mount Rushmore, or whoever.
Wilt Chamberlain, Michael Jordan. And I don't know.
Abdul-Jabbar is the all-time scorer. Should he be on there? You got Larry Bird. You got Magic Johnson. You got Kobe Bryant.
You made me list 4, and I couldn't come up with it because it was all those guys.
You didn't give Kevin time to prepare for this. You just threw that out.
This is not my top 5 or top 4.
I just wondered where we all feel about LeBron right now, and especially if he were to win another one against this caliber of a team where everyone is saying this is the most dominant team we've seen in a long time. Well, it is the most dominant team we've seen.
It's one of the knocks I hear about LeBron is that the teams that he's had to beat to get to like the finals and stuff have always been like not as great. Usually aren't even like 50-win teams or anything like that. So hard. I just think that they're just 2 completely different people. I would definitely put him on my Mount Rushmore though. But I don't like getting into the whole argument about him and Jordan.
No, not that argument. That's why I said, what about your top 4? If he would be in your Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, I think I would definitely.
If he wins this championship.
I feel like he's already. I mean, he's been to how many?
7, right?
7.
Yeah.
So I mean, and it's not like it's all been with one team. Like I mean, it's only been with 2 teams, but
that Miami thing was. I don't know. I feel like that Miami thing kind of tarnishes his legacy a little bit just because of the fact that how everything went down, I guess. Maybe if he wins another with Cleveland, my mind will start changing. But
I think his best championship, though, is with Miami. I mean, like Steffan said, a lot of people argue they didn't play anybody, but that Miami team beat San Antonio, which when they had Duncan, Ginobili, and Parker in their prime. That was a pretty big win.
And they also had to get through.
Yeah. Not used to my setup over here.
They also had to get through Boston, didn't they?
Yes, they had to get through Boston's big 3, who were still decent at that time.
Boston, yeah, they were solid for a
Yeah.
good 2 to 3 years.
So to me, that was his best run. Granted, yes, he needed Wade and Bosch and Ray Allen to do it, but nobody's done it alone, as they say.
That's true.
That is true.
He was the closest thing I've seen when he brought that his first time to the championship. That Cleveland team was pretty awful when he got swept by the Spurs.
Okay. So game 3 will be played, I believe, after our next podcast. So we'll at least have some kind of idea where the series is going, whether it's 1-1, 2-0, someone. So we'll have some kind of idea at least. Whether or not that's a good idea,
What do
we'll see.
You think they're going to win the 2 at home?
Yeah, I think Golden State's going to at least hold it home.
Because how does NBA's it doesn't go
It's
by
going to be
right? It goes by whoever has the better record.
correct. So it's Golden State 2, Cleveland 2, 1-1-1. They used to do the 2-3-2 for a while in the championship, but they changed that.
Yeah.
Well, they were doing 2-3-2 for all of them for a while for the whole
Yeah.
playoffs.
And we have all games on ABC, and most of them are going to be at 9 p.m. Eastern, or there's 2 in there at 8. So late night television for you East Coasters.
Sunday night.
Yep. I'll be watching every game, though. This is what every NBA fan has been kind of waiting for.
I'll be watching
The rematch.
The rematch and, the 3 best players in the league probably in the same finals.
Another game on Saturday. That's when I work late.
Yes, the NBA catered to your schedule.
Now, what happens if Cleveland steals one of these first 2 games?
Then I think we got a series, and your prediction of 7 or 6 is going to happen. I'm not saying it can't happen if Golden State holds 2, but it's less likely.
Right. You think that there's a repeat of what happened last year and Golden State goes up 3-1 and they can't finish it off?
I think only if there's an injury or suspension. I mean, I think we can all agree we know why that happened. The suspension of Draymond Green affected that team.
I was going to quiz Kevin and ask him if he knew why it happened.
Well, made that not happen. Thanks, Corey. Steffan's amazing, awesome, super secret, unknown, kind of biased, totally biased.
Somewhat biased, somewhat bullshit. What do you think it is this week, Corey? Take a guess.
The top 5 best track stars of all time.
I did think about doing something like that, but that would have been way too hard for me. So this week I've got the top 5 NBA Finals performers. Just in that year, so for each NBA final.
By the way, Corey, he's shielding it, so I can't even look.
That's good. That's good.
You know what?
Top secret.
Super secret.
Nobody's allowed to look at this stuff. So this is top 5 NBA Finals performances, I guess we can say. Not performers, performances.
So performances for one game or for the whole finals?
The whole finals.
Okay.
So number 5, got Big Diesel, Shaq, 2002. Averaged 36.3 points per game, 12.3 rebounds per game, and 2.8 blocks per game. I was looking at his stats and those 3 championships that he got there with the Lakers, I think. Yeah. He was just unstoppable at the time.
Yeah, don't you remember that?
And I don't think I appreciated how dominant he was then.
No, I don't think anybody did. But now when you see where the center has gone now, I mean,
Like, you don't see any big guys doing that anymore.
last great big man, probably Tim Duncan.
Yeah. He did not make the top 5, though. So.
Aw.
I'm going based on stats. And
Wah.
his stats didn't stand out to me. Sorry.
How many MVPs does he have for MVP?
Duncan?
Yeah.
3.
Okay.
But I was talking about for each performance.
Yeah.
Overall, I would have thrown Tim Duncan up.
Who'd the Lakers beat in 02?
San Antonio.
Just
No, just kidding. That can't happen.
Lakers beat San
Probably the
Antonio
Pistons.
somehow.
Pistons?
I don't know. I
Well,
don't know.
What are you asking me?
I'm challenging you. I figured you'd know.
That wasn't part of the top 5.
I know 2 of their wins is against the Sixers and the other one's against Indiana. So who's the other one? The Pistons beat them.
You just got fact checked.
I don't know. Where's our fact?
Okay, let's go on. Moving on.
425-780-6355.
Oh, yeah, that was my job earlier.
You're fired.
Number 4, I got LeBron. Last year's performance, which could he top it this year? Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Last year, he averaged 29.7 points per game, 11.3 rebounds per game, and 8.9 assists per game, along with a nice little 2.3 blocks per game. I mean, he basically does it all. And obviously, without LeBron, they probably wouldn't have made it to the finals last year, let alone come back from a 3-1 deficit. He's the only guy I got on the top 5 that averaged less than 30, but only by a 0.3. So, number 3, I'm going to go way back on you on this one. We're talking about the original NBA Finals MVP.
Who, George Mikan?
69 was the very first NBA MVP. Here's a little fun fact for you. Is also the only NBA Finals MVP that was on the losing team.
Oh. Is it the doctor?
Nope.
No, that was too early for the doctor.
Think about the NBA logo.
Oh, Jerry?
Yeah. Jerry West. Averaged 37.9 points per game, 4.7 rebounds per game. Wasn't a big rebounder. But
Wasn't a big guy.
Got a little 7.4 assists per game, so made up for it. No idea who they lost to. I wasn't around back then. Didn't do
Was
that
he on the Minneapolis Lakers at that time?
probably. I'm gonna guess, maybe. Don't know. But I thought that was pretty interesting. I mean, it's pretty good average for finals too.
37? That's all right.
It's not gonna match up to the top 2 here though. This is where we could get a little bit of controversy. So I'll see what you how you feel about this. Number 2, I got the man, the myth, the legend, Michael Jordan. 1993. 41 points per game. 8.5. Apparently 8.5 red. I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but I think it's rebounds per game.
Can't even read his own notes.
And 6.3 assists. It was a solid little NBA Finals for Michael Jordan. That would be the highest average of the NBA Finals
Ever?
ever. Most people would think that should be number 1 overall. I beg to differ.
Would Michael Jordan have a better year than that?
I've put only one other repeat. Big Diesel again, Shaq.
Oh, God.
2000, he had 38 points per game, 16.7 rebounds, and 2.67 blocks.
So this is where I'm going to chime in my little NBA knowledge
All right.
on your top 5
Let's hear what you got.
3, 2, and jump. Good luck. Apparently, I'm. Should I like cut through?
Yeah,
This is gonna be painful.
you can go up. I'm going up too.
I'm not even gonna. I don't even know if I can run.